Discover VizLab, the revolutionary platform where data visualization meets storytelling. Our powerful 3D visualization engine transforms complex environmental data into compelling visual narratives. With VizLab, you can craft immersive stories around environmental events, compare datasets across multiple timeframes with precision, upload your own data and visualize on 3D, personalize your visualizations with an intuitive color palette and advanced settings. Use VizLab to smoothly animate temporal data. Before we start, let's understand the hierarchy of the content. The highest level is the story, which is composed of one or more slides. Each slide represents a single visualization with independent settings. Inside each slide, we have the smallest entity, the layer, which is the actual container of the visualized data. Let's add our first data layer. VizLab connects to three main data sources from the Destination Earth platform. The first is Eden, which contains datasets like Sentinel satellite data for atmospheric monitoring and ERA5 climate reanalysis. These datasets are accessible via standard API like Web Map Service. Since they use WMS protocols, this data is integrated directly from remote servers into VizLab and is immediately ready for visualization. The second data source is Cache B. Unlike WMS, data from Cache B is not immediately viewable and requires an extraction and processing phase managed by the back end. To use this data, you must create a data cube, specifying a time interval and a geographic region of interest. Because creating data cubes from Cache B require dedicated cloud storage and back-end computation, these operations are exclusively reserved for registered users. Processing can take anywhere from a few seconds to several minutes. After created data cube, the data is available for all users. The third data source is Destin eStreamer. Data from Destin eStreamer are in video format, and it's also available to smooth visualization. Additionally, registered members can upload their own data and create custom datasets for visualization within VizLab. The second path is external WMS. If you have a URL and layer from an external web map service provided by other global institutions, you can simply paste it into VizLab, because these use standard WMS protocols. VizLab offers several distinct visualization types to best represent your data. The first layer type is WMS as colored images, designed for standard web mapping services. Next layer type is Grid, GRD, as customizable image. These are raster representations generated from data cubes and viewed as standard maps. Here, you can deeply customize the visualization by adjusting settings like color tables and fine-tuning the minimum and maximum values to properly normalize your data. In order to allow comparison between different data sources with coherent visualization parameters. For grid data, you also have the option to view the layer type as histograms. In this mode, you can apply a color table or a single solid color and easily adjust both the grid resolution and the vertical scale. When dealing with wind data, you can use the Streamlines visualization to beautifully render the U and V wind components. This mode offers color table adjustments and a variety of advanced settings to perfectly tailor the visual flow. Alternatively, you can use the arrows visualization to display those same U and V components as directional arrows. Finally, we have the volumetric visualization. This powerful 3D mode comes with a comprehensive set of custom settings, allowing you to easily slice and cut through the volume so you can focus exactly on the specific areas you are interested in. To bring your data to life, use the timeline. It acts as a time cursor, allowing you to observe trends, cycles, and anomalies as phenomena evolve over days, months, or years. You can easily adjust the playback speed to visualize the data exactly how you want. However, keep in mind that because you are dealing with heavy datasets that often need to load dynamically, the animation might not always be instant. If the data is still loading, the system will adapt. The animation will play as fast as the data can be retrieved, but it will never exceed the maximum speed limit you have set in your controls. Every registered user has a personal workspace where they can create up to a maximum of 20 stories. Let's walk through it together and see step by step how to create one. Let's start with the basics. Every story needs an identity. We assign a title, add a description, and if we want, select one or more categories to make it easily identifiable. Our story will be composed of one or more slides. Inside each slide, we can customize the map settings and choose the perfect framing. We can do this by freely moving the camera around the globe, or by using the search function to point straight at a specific place of interest. Next, to bring our data to life, we can define a time range, the specific time interval the slide will cover, and adjust the playback speed for the animation. For every slide, we have the option to simply clone the current one or to create a completely new one from scratch, which keeps all your basic settings intact. After setting everything up, we can check out the final result by entering present mode. Just click the present button to see your story come to life in full screen, free of any interface distractions. Once you're happy with your edits, don't forget to save. If you're ready to share your work with the world, hit Publish. You can choose to publish your story as a project, which allows other users to edit and collaborate on it, or Presentation, which is a strict read-only mode. The best part about sharing, once published, you'll get a link that you can send to absolutely anyone. Your story can be explored and enjoyed even by people who aren't registered on the VizLab platform. When you land on the VizLab welcome page, you'll find the main hub for all projects, neatly divided into two key sections. The first is My Stories, which is your personal archive, where you can find and manage all the stories you have created. The second section is Publish Stories. This is the public showcase. Here you will find the stories that you have chosen to share, as well as stories created and published by other users across the platform. Explore VizLab as a guest. Unregistered users can view public stories, add layers, and even build new stories to experience the platform. However, guest access does not include data uploads, processing, or the ability to save your creations. VizLab, transforming pixels from numbers, creating stories from data.